Hey, what's up, everybody? I just want to make myself clear. Lieutenant Dan, right on, GoFundMe. Donate your money, give it all to Lieutenant Dan, whatever. I honestly don't care. I just want to. I think this story highlights something very big. When you take somebody and give them fame overnight, and then also money. I mean, dude, we're not just talking about Aiden Ross gonna give Lieutenant Dan 100 grand in a boat. We're not talking about the GoFundMe that has over $46,000 in it. We're talking about how all this together, given to the wrong person, could be a death wish. As you're going to find out from Dan's daughter, people say Dan's daughter is just jealous. She wants some money. No, but if you had to take care, if what she's saying is true, if you had to take care of your father for so long and he's had these addictions and all this stuff, you try to help him get clean. And if you know this man, all these people hanging around Dan, they don't know Dan. All these people are just like, they're yes men. They're just like right there waiting to get the man. Maybe if I hang around Dan, people will see me in his videos. Yeah, clout. Oh yeah, clout's good. Anybody got any clout, sir? But that's the truth. The truth is, Dan, right now, I feel bad for the guy, even if he's getting 100 grand in a boat and everything. He doesn't know who his friends are. But the daughter just wants all of us to know that if something happens to Dan, that everybody who donated, everybody who participated in this, they're to blame, not just Dan. So let me play the video. And guys, honestly, with his 15 mugshots and everything, I don't care about that. Whatever. We all make mistakes. But if what his daughter's saying is true, I think this story of Lieutenant Dan, it's a reminder that things could change overnight, but it doesn't mean necessarily all this stuff, the money and the fame and the boat, is actually good for him. Let's watch.
Y'all TikTok fucking famous people and all that, y'all blowing him up, and he gonna be dead before he can even fucking enjoy that boat and stuff, because look at him. After y'all got a hold of him, and now he's high as fuck on all these videos. Is it just weed? Is it just weed? Yes, I'm his fucking daughter. I'm his daughter. And I've had to keep tabs on that man for 10 years trying to make sure that he's alive. And now he's going to get all of this and probably end up dead because of it. Probably end up dead because of it. And I'm really not trying to give it much energy aside from just making sure that he's alive. That's what I try to do. I try to just make sure he's alive and he's good. But y'all are gonna fucking put him in the grave. Put him in the grave early for making him famous and giving him this money and offering him this shit. Like, y'all don't even know what the fuck you're doing. You don't know that man. You don't know him at all. Nobody actually fucking cares for him either. Nobody actually cares. Y'all are just using him to make him famous, make yourselves more famous, make yourself look good. But nobody fucking cares.
The thing is he's not a drug addict. He's not an addict. He is somebody who had a lot of health problems, and was on a lot of medication for a long time. Like, his story is his story. He doesn't lie about his story.
I don't know why it's fast forwarding, but it's true. And this is a lot of people, we experience this in our lives. The wrong people hanging around. Something good happens to you. Then you start seeing people show up that you never even seen before. Hey, where have you been? Hey, who are you?
Other than the fact that when he cut his medications off cold turkey, and when that happened, he had a psychotic breakdown. And that's what happens when you're on the same thing for 14 years. Your body's not just dependent on it, you are mentally dependent on it too. And so his mental broke. And
wait, Dan just quit cold turkey everything? That should be an applause. And yeah, you're probably gonna have a breakdown or two after you stop cold turkey hard drugs for 14 years. Well, hold on here.
even trying to advocate for him, the police didn't listen, doctors didn't listen, hospitals didn't listen, nobody listened. Everybody looked at him as a drug addict, even though you could say, look at his past. He has no past. From, 2012 prior, the man didn't have a seatbelt ticket, okay? But yeah, and so you don't get the help you need, and then this is the outcome. And yeah, this is the result of that. This is, who he is a result of the system failing families, I guess you could say. Any help that I would try to give now would just be because of money or fame or whatever it is. And I told my family that I wasn't going to do this because I didn't want that to be the reason why people said I came out of the woodwork. But the thing is, I saw those videos of him, and I kind of lost my shit inside a little bit. And that, I mean, it's like the protective daughter came out in me. But then when I sat down and like, what can I do? I know there's a ton of shit that I could do. But chances are I've already done it. Okay, chances are I've already done it when he was not viral. Okay, and now that he's viral, everybody wants to know why those things didn't work, or they want to know why those things are not happening in their face when in reality those things have already happened. I did those things like, over 10 years ago. And they didn't work. Some of them did, it's just whatever. I don't have the energy for it anymore. And, you can call me a bad person for that. You can say whatever you want. But I know what I did. I know what my family has done. I know what he has done. I know what he hasn't done. And so, it's all good.
All right. So you're worried about your father. And he's probably smoking some Mary Jane, but at least he's not doing all those other things to relieve his pain. Now, I agree. He's probably around some people that are pretty shady, that just want to get clicks and views and clout and money. But he is a grown man. He's going to have to figure that out on his own. Now, with you saying that he stopped cold turkey and he's only had one or so breakdowns after it, I mean, dude, that's really cool. That's really good. I mean, what I suggest here is, and I'm not a family therapist, but I think you need to reach out to your father. I think you need to be in his life more. Heck, if he's making all this money, why don't you be the one doing the video camera for your dad? Why don't you be the one live streaming him on his boat? I don't know what you're doing, what other family you got, but I think this is maybe something good. You guys can maybe work together. I mean, if you are his daughter, as you claim, and you probably are, he wouldn't turn his back on you, or would he? I think you need to reach out to your father, and I think this whole thing can highlight so many key issues in society, not just how the government turns its back on family, not just dysfunctional families as it is, not just online internet fame and viral fame overnight, not just money and boats, just the fact when the storm settles, no pun intended, and I'm not talking Hurricane Milton, the storm settles with you and your father. Now, I know this feels like I'm talking to you directly, no longer everybody else, but I think your father, deep down, there is a good heart in that man. No, like, honestly, I think the guy just made some mistakes. I don't think Dan is as bad as we're all led to believe, but I do kind of like, with her, like, giving all this money and stuff may be a bad thing. I do just, yeah, maybe I'm judging, but it just feels like all the videos I've watched of Dan, there's some people around that just seem like they're there just waiting for a payday. Anyway, this is the last video that I am going to do about Lieutenant Dan. Or probably not, but maybe I'm going to keep covering it. The fact is, this daughter misses her father, and I hope this story can bring them closer together. I mean, 15 mugshots, though. I mean, like, holy crap. Remember, if the storm comes, he ain't leaving if the storm comes back again.
I know what changed back. But what happened last night was nothing compared to Helena.
So you think if another storm rolls through Tampa, you're going to remain on your boat?
Yeah, I'd remain on the boat no matter what.
Maybe Hawk Tua girl should get Dan on her podcast. Man, we're done with the days of the Brad Pitts, the George Clooney's. These are the new celebrities. Temporarily, that is. Somebody's going to forget about Dan come the next hurricane, unless Dan's the one staying in it. All right, folks, stay high, stay positive, stay highly positive. Hit the notification bell and subscribe to Off Topic Show right here on YouTube. Peace.